Hi, I'm James Monroe Iglehart, and I'm a pioneer. Aladdin, which became my Tony Award-winning role, I have brought me, all that I had in the Bay Area, all that I had at Cal State Hayward, or Cal State East Bay, I should say. I brought that with me to Broadway, and I was just blessed that the people out here said, yeah, put that on stage. I think we can do something with that. I did not want to go to college. I wanted to be a professional wrestler because I was sick of school, and I told my parents I was done with this. I'm not going to school anymore. And my father looked at me and he said, look, you got a choice. You can either go to school or you could pay rent. And I happened to be at Tennyson High School where my mother taught music, and a guy by the name of Dr. Carter from the music department came in and heard me sing, and he asked my mother who that young man was. My mom said, that's my son. And he said, I think we can do something with that. And he offered me a music scholarship, and I couldn't believe it, that somebody was actually wanted me to go to college. And so I just threw myself into the program. And I mean, I was taught by the legendary Edgardo de la Cruz, who is no longer with us. And he taught me how to act and direct. I was in a class with Rick Prindle and did improv classes with him. As far as like the costume room and everything, Celestine Rainey House did that. And when I got there, I was a little hothead kid. And for some reason, Celestine took a liking to me. And she was the first one to actually set me straight. And she's like, look, you have a lot of talent. You do. She goes, but you know, complaining about things is not going to change anything. Nobody's going to change. The only person that can change is you. And I was like, wow, that's strong words from you. Okay. And I will love her for the rest of my life. And I told her in the costume shop, I said, Celestine, if I ever win a Tony, I will say your name on the stage. And I have not forgotten that. And I graduated in 1998. And 2014, I won, and I said her name on television. And her Facebook blew up. There were so many people like, somebody talked about you on the Tonys. And it was just really kind of funny, because she was like, I know, there's so many people talking to me on my Facebook. So we talked, and she thanked me and told me that she loved me. And I told her, I said, listen, I told you that I love you, and I told you that without you, this wouldn't have happened. So I wanted to give credit where credit was due. This is gonna sound crazy. Everybody is extremely proud, but my wife puts it the best way. Not to sound conceited, but this was the goal. This was the goal, to get to Broadway, to be in this community and have a living, and hopefully, luckily, with a blessing, to win a Tony someday. That team of people, those family members, my grandmothers, my aunt who was a dancer, you know, those folks, they were my foundation, and those were the shoulders that I stood on to get here. I love what I do. I don't do it. I don't do it for awards. I do it for the applause, and that's not a bad thing.